Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV. Glad to have you aboard this morning as we get set up to kind of recap what happened last night. Although busy Christmas activities prevented me from catching most of it. And secondarily, just talking about what's kind of transitioned here over the past 2-3 games for the Edmonton Oilers as they continue to evolve as a hockey team for the year 23-24. Last time out we spoke, I was asking, what is this team really, right? Like, we still don't have a quite simple identity. I think over the past two games, we've kind of come back to our regular identity over the past 2-3 years, where we're a high scoring team that allows chances, but in the end, we find a way to win. And last night, that's pretty much what the Oilers did. I guess realistically, it's a 4-2 win with a squeaker through with .1 on the clock. I know all the haters will sit there and say that, yeah, you know what, it's a terrible goal to give up. How dare Stuart Skinner, whatever the case might be. But again, at the end of the day, I don't really care. We won. And that's kind of the situation we find ourselves in. We beat the Devils, we beat the Rangers, and we go into Christmas happy, which is a pretty big thing all told. So friends, if you are new to the channel at any time, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. We are closing in oh so close to just 1,000 subscribers to go to 15,000. And let me tell you, with those World Junior streams coming up here soon, we could definitely end up doing that. All right, friends, what you need to know here is that the Oilers' depth scoring over these past two games has stepped up significantly. That's the biggest part about these last two games when it comes to the Oilers winning hockey, is the depth scoring has stepped up, i.e. Ryan McLeod, Sam Gagner, and yes, of course, Warren Foegele. Three guys that we are counting on for significant offense in our bottom six, and three guys that have come through. Not that we would have at the summertime said Sam Gagner was going to be a significant offensive contributor, but guy is on a 40-point pace still this season, despite he will not play all 82 games. So Warren Foegele, he's a guy who's been in the top six. He's been a guy in the bottom six. He's been a guy all around. He is kind of your rotation man, right? He's a full-time top sixer, but a full-time bottom sixer at the same time. After the last few games, he's up to 13 points in 31 games. You see 5 goals, 8 assists, so that's huge for the Oilers. You also look here now, Ryan McLeod, after a heater of the last two games, 4 goals and 1 assist. He's up to 11 points, so that's a huge get. Biggest thing for him, he's going to the high danger chance areas. He's putting the puck in when he gets an open look, and he's making the most of his opportunities, similar to what Warren Foegele's doing as well. But he's now up to 11 points, so that's a big transition. Darnell Nurse creeping up there, right? I think everybody would always discredit Nurse, but he's a +2 on the year. He's got 10 points, right? He's settling in, and the nice thing too is he's playing 22 minutes and 39 seconds on the ice per game. Not crazy numbers. Also, missing from this chart is Mattias Ekholm, but I wanted to go with all the guys that kind of don't get the credit for the offense. I think Ekholm, since he's arrived in Edmonton, gets a plenty of credit for the offense he brings. Sam Gagner, 9 points in 18 games as mentioned, so the guy is just about double digits through 20 games. If you would have told anyone that Sam Gagner was going to be a double-digit scorer in the NHL this year, they would have told you you're crazy. Trust me, I had it happen several times this summer. Derek Ryan as well, a guy who's been pretty steady Eddie, right, playing 10 minutes a night, so just over 10 minutes a night, and has still produced 8 points in 31 games. Again, at some point you need ice time to produce points, and Derek Ryan getting just enough to be effective. Cody Ceci, longest goal drought by an active NHL player. He needs a goal here soon, but he still has 8 assists with 1 the other night. Matthias Janmark creeping up there as well, a guy that I think is the next one to get hot again. He's only got 5 points in 21 games, and this is kind of where the chart starts falling apart. But for Matthias Janmark, he's only played 21 games, so you do out that math, it still works out not too bad considerably for the Oilers' bottom six when you start thinking about it, right? 21 games played, 5 points. He'd be on a 20-point pace over the course of the year. Realistically, we can work with that, but that's not top 6 numbers where he was playing a little bit ago. And then everybody else on this lineup card, we need a little bit more out of Adam Ernie. Yes, he just scored recently. Dylan Holloway will be back soon. And you know what? James Hamlin, Brett Kulak, Vinny Desharnais. Of course, we would love more offense from them, But from those three guys, if they want to just be steady Eddie defensively, reliable on penalty kill, all that, we're going to be just dang happy with that. So that's kind of the big thing here. The last two games is really showing how important depth scoring is for the Oilers. I like to take a look at the numbers every once in a while, so I thought that would be a convenient time to do it. And secondarily for the Edmonton Oilers right now is you go into the Christmas break on a 2-game win streak, and for the people discrediting the win against New Jersey, you follow it up with a win against the Rangers. And all in all, right now, all of a sudden, you've got a 2-game win streak. You're back to 500, which I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or not for the Oilers, because we didn't really do much with it last time. So I don't know if we're going to do much with it this time. But we're up to 3.45 goals per game. We've dropped the goals against below what we're getting per game. We're down to 3.42 in that aspect. So things are kind of clipping along once again there. And now you just hope that you can kind of stinge on the defense for the next little bit here and drop that below 3.25. But in the wild card race, we've gained ground yet again. We have kind of surpassed Seattle for the time being because of games in hand. We're 5 points back of a playoff spot going into the Christmas break. Obviously, you've got Colorado and Arizona playing on today. There's a couple of games still going today, so things could get interesting. I think the biggest thing to tell you, the Oilers need a win from the Chicago Blackhawks over top of the St. Louis Blues. And then as well, the LA Kings need to beat the Calgary Flames, and all will look very, very good for us from there. So friends, I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thanks for being aboard this morning, this afternoon. As you hear, it's another episode where I just rolled out of bed and got something together for you, i.e. the hair. But we'll talk to you in a little bit. I'm up on out of here.